Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning December the 14th through to the 20th. It is a big week. Now, if you haven't already, I do suggest you watch last week's quick reads for what I call the karmic crossroads. This week, I'm going to theme these readings a walk through the pillars of light. What does that mean? Well, every December, we activate the 12-12 gateway, which takes us all the way through to solstice on the 21st. Hence, you will see a lot of reference to the 12-12 to 21-12 gateway. It is special, yes, because it wraps up the retrograde themes of the entire year, the energy of the year. It wraps up eclipses as well, significant themes for the year. I've already said that, numerology themes. But this year is something else entirely. Now, not long after 12-12, we activate the total solar eclipse and new moon in Sagittarius, which is the beginning of a new solar cycle, because we have closed off the Cancer Capricorn one. The last solar eclipse was in June, hence the karmic crossroads. These last months since has been all about really releasing the old, deciding, am I going to stay and relearn this deeper wisdom, or am I going to walk through the pillars and elevate into that next level of self? There is no worse than or better than. It simply is all. It all comes down to soul choice. And many that are on the soul path, many light workers, many empaths are noticing that there are drastic differences and changes happening within their environments, within themselves. More importantly, as we vibrate higher, we naturally draw ourselves to new experiences and away from the old, okay? So I'm calling this a walk through the pillars, because the pillars, if you look at the pillars, the symbolism of the pillars, no different to the symbolism in the two tarot cards you may have seen in your readings this year. The first one being the High Priestess card and also the Chariot card. I talk about this reference to light and dark. And in the High Priestess, there is a dark pillar and a light pillar, and she sits there in her eternal wisdom, okay, as someone that has been through dark experiences and light experiences and has gained wisdom from both. Hence, this walk through the pillars is something on offer to us all just on solstice on the 21st, which is also the same day that we activate what is called the Great Conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter conjuncting in Aquarius. These are energies we haven't seen for 20 years, 800 years, 2,000 years, because we are essentially walking into this new era of Aquarian light and away from Pisces, okay, which has been happening for the last 2,000 years. So as you can imagine, on many multidimensional levels, this is a powerful week, and it really takes us into next year. 2021 is a 5-year, the year of change and transformation, expansion, journeying, take it however it resonates. Hence, we're going to be activating this energy on the 21st. We're going to be feeling this energy for the next 6 months for sure. And it is all about that propulsion into the new and away from the old, okay? So walking through the pillars, I want to cover each zodiac. What will you birth, or what will be birthed once you walk through? Because those pillars, as dark and light, yin and yang, masculine and feminine, once merged, create a third energy. Okay, so this is that birthing energy, that level up experience, a new perception, a new reality, a new version of self. Hence, a walk through the light pillars. You guys will be birthing another version of courage. You think you knew what it meant to be courageous, to take a risk, to say yes to self, to put boundaries down, to try that thing, whatever the case may be. Everything you have ever deemed as courageous, this is about taking it to the next level. And if I'm connecting into Virgos that know in themselves they haven't essentially connected into this eternal fire of divine courage and choice and drive, then this is what will be birthed, okay? Once you walk through the two pillars. Your two pillars, my lovely Virgo, is love and imagination. I'm connecting into many, I was going to call you Leo. Maybe you have Leo placements. Maybe you are connecting into Leo. Actually, I think this is a very similar reading to Leo because they got courage as well. These are your two pillars, okay? There's a lot that you have learned, Virgo, about love, and there's a lot that you have learned. When it comes to imagination, I like to look at this as taking it up to the higher chakras, okay? This is all about third eye and crown chakra upgrades, the power of the eternal mind. Certainly you guys have perhaps experienced shadow experiences of the mind. We all certainly know what it's like to have our mind be our worst enemy. And same too, you probably have experienced the shadow energies of love, how we're loving from 3D, from our shadow self, if you like, Virgo, okay? But all the wisdom you have gained in all the light and dark when it comes to your mind and where it can take you and what you can actually do with it, and all the wisdom and experiences you have gained in the realms of love, everything you've ever been taught, everything you've ever been shown, everything you've ever hoped that it could be for you, okay, in all its shadow and light, this is about merging that and birthing a whole new reality. To truly love in courage, to truly work with the mind courageously is a whole other frequency, yeah? Let's take a look and see what the tarot wants to show us. Interesting that the High Priestess is underneath the deck. These are the pillars that I was talking about. She has had many experiences that are shadow. So in order to do that though, the purpose of that, if you like, Virgo, is so that she could see the light, you know, in very many ways. If I look at this term ascension, well, perhaps we need to experience descension. We need to fall so we know so that we know what it is to rise. Maybe that's what the purpose of incarnation is, okay? We need to descend here in order to ascend. And certainly, if I knew no better and my whole life looked like this, I'd probably experience some shock and trauma, yeah, if I got a taste of this stuff. But after a certain point in the timeline, you can start to create perceptions and thoughts and beliefs that life is only like that, the dark side. Okay, we can dip into pessimism, we can dip into fear, we can create and shape beliefs around love because of dark experiences. This is about knowing that all life is balanced. There is always ebb and flow. Okay? The sun always rises even after the darkest night. And this is what's underneath the deck for you. It's about connecting into your higher self, your higher mind, okay? Whatever intuition has meant for you in the past, okay? There's this next level of self trying to come through, this next level connection with your crown chakra, with your third eye chakra. And that's not just an energy context. Modern day science says the average human only uses 10% of the human mind. Goodness, what's with the other 90%? That's untapped potential, yeah? Maybe we have to come to a level of emotional mastery. Maybe we have to come to a level of mind mastery so we can truly experience what this feels like. So that there is no second guessing what courage means. It is always eternal choice. Okay, you have shown up in your reading, Virgo, as the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups tell a very significant story. The King of Pentacles represents abundance. The King of Pentacles represents longevity, commitment, the results of his or her hard work. It represents marriage, okay? Or marriage-like commitment. Where in life have you been shaped by the losses, the abandonment, which has ultimately made you hold back, which has snuffed the fire, okay? Where have you been shaped by emotional experiences around love that have ultimately formed perceptions and belief within you that have held you back from knowing what it is to feel this level of commitment, is what I do want to say. And that doesn't just have to happen in the realms of love. It can happen like loving your job, loving your career, loving your life, waking each day and loving the experience. The King of Pentacles represents somebody that has achieved tangible evidence of abundant success. And again, I'll say it 1,000 times, abundance is more than just money. Feeling abundant in my emotions and how I love self, life, experiences, the past for getting me here, the opportunity ahead, and how that activates a healthy mind. Not just a mind that has been shaped by loss and holding back. Okay, maybe I'm connecting into many Virgos that have been channeling this energy all year, toing and froing, looking at how you sort of hold yourself back. There's something here about connecting into your higher self, Virgo. Okay, that's the deeper calling here. You've got a lot of high vibrational cards. This is a reset to the crown chakra and third eye chakra. Look at all this. Okay, and if I look at the third eye, rather than it just being like, okay, it's the third eye chakra, and I'm looking at it in a spiritual context, the third eye rules our mind. It rules our thoughts, our perceptions. Someone that has walked the same exact journey as you could be standing right next to you and look back on their past and have different perceptions about themselves, about their experience, about their possibilities compared to you. The true experience of reality lays here. It is our perception of how we view self, the past, that all comes into, it's internal, okay? And it travels all through our chakras, from our base to our sacral, to our solar plexus, to our third eye. It is all connected. What is the difference between these two chakras, okay? So if purple represents the third eye chakra, everything else is covered here. Chakras 1, 2, and 3. Our base chakra, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus chakra. What's missing? What is missing is the heart chakra and the throat chakra. I'm connecting into many Virgos that have an opportunity to birth, okay? A whole new way in which to experience heart chakra energy as well as throat chakra energy. You guys might be very comfortable in the mind, overthinking, but how far does that get us? Yeah, like I said, science says 10% of the human mind. Have we mastered it? Why is there so much stress and anxiety? It's 90% untapped potential. Can we truly create a whole new version of self by simply starting with the mind? What does it mean to master the mind? That's what's on offer here, okay? There is a whole new way to use the third eye, or at least to perceive self and the past. And that's when we know true healing has happened, is when we can look back on our past and go, it doesn't trigger me in the same way anymore. I have cleared those base chakras. And it is in the base chakras we experience the shadow self, yeah? Our base chakra, our sacral chakra, and our solar plexus. It's all about divine willpower, self-confidence, creativity, creative expression, intimacy, reproduction. So what am I reproducing, recreating, karmic looping? The base chakra, innate shadow element, rules our fears. Okay, but it is where all foundations start from. This is beautiful. Something about the last 9 weeks. Okay, something about perhaps the last 5 weeks, and what you guys are ascending into is this higher version of yourself, Virgo. There's been karmic balancing here. Maybe I'm connecting into many Virgos that have spent a lot of time in Soul Temple this year in one way or another, and undergoing a deep metamorphosis and transformation, because something here had to be put to the death, especially when it comes to the way in which you use your mind to your downfall rather than to your benefit. Okay, Cancer season was significant, all right? It was also the last solar eclipse before this Sagittarian total solar eclipse. We are, or have been rather, in transition mode between ecliptical cycles. This is about that next level of your mind, Virgo, and how it not only can be your friend, but it can be your manifestation tool. All right? Same too with experiencing love in a whole new way, and it always starts with self. Alrighty, my dear, that was your quick read, Virgo, for the week, powerful week. If you wanted to book a personal reading with me, please note that I have temporarily put them on pause until after the 21st. But if you head on above to the bio link, you will see that there's a link that takes you to the shop for gift vouchers. So you can certainly purchase a reading that way, or you might be able to buy a gift for a friend or family member. I'll be relaunching that after the 21st, like I said, and that will also be along with other services and products as well. Until next week, Virgo, have an empowered week, my friend. Take care.